If we start tying the clothes that they have used to the tamarind tree, everything that we know as life is memory. In a way, if your memory goes away right now fully, even the conscious memory just goes away, all those who died, people that you knew and who died, they're all just gone for good, isn't it? Hello? If you lose their memory, they're just gone for good. Dead are existing only in memory. Memory is not just in your mind, it's in your body, it plays in so many ways. It is in many other things. When I say in many other things, to put it in a very rudimentary way, if you walk this way, if you bring a dog, just by smelling the floor, it knows you were here. So you're leaving puddles of memory, yes or no? So when you walk, you're leaving puddles of memory. That's why a dog is able to trace it down. Up to 3-4 days, sometimes even longer, if no disturbances happen, much longer, it can trace it out. If you just walk, where your contact with the floor is just maybe a few seconds, if you're leaving puddles of memory for a creature like dog to figure it out, where you're sitting, how much memory do you think you're leaving? Huh? Big. So the clothes that you're wearing right now, that's in touch with your body, how much memory do you think they're carrying? If you walk like this, where for a few seconds your feet touches the ground, if you're leaving memory like that, which lasts for days on end, if nobody interferes with it, if no other overlaps happen, it will last much longer. If that is so, where you're sitting, the clothes that you're wearing, the place that you sleep, how much memory must be there? So, this memory, they may be gone, they may be even dissolved, we don't know. Maybe they've attained mukti, or maybe they've gone somewhere, maybe they've taken another birth, you don't know. But either because you were born of them or you are in touch with them, their memory imprints are there on you. So one important aspect of karma is you must become free of this, it's very important. So the idea is all the points of holding we want to release. So the karma is just an effort in that direction. If we start tying the clothes that they have used to the tamarind tree, then you would have people's underwears and this and that hanging in front of the temple. Yes? So, we are giving them a cloth, one uniform cloth for everybody, put the things of memory in that and then tie that. Because nobody knows where all that person's memory is. We do not know where all it is stuck. So one simple thing to do is, some whiff of their memory, you put it in a place which is naturally about disentanglement. So normally they will tie it in front of a Shiva temple because he's an ascetic, untouched by anything, always smeared in ash. So where that kind of energies are there, you tie that memory there so that everything related to that memory should dissolve. As we have responsibilities towards the living, we have responsibilities towards the dead. Within a limited period of time after death, there is room for impacting the dead. Thai Amavasya is an important day in this direction. If the death is of a certain kind, within a certain limitations of time, there is a way to impact life that is beyond this body. It is a responsibility that everybody should fulfill, that this is not a question of belief, this is not a question of religion, this is about understanding the accumulation of bodies is not the beginning, and disembodiment is not the end, that there are other dimensions to life and there are ways to impact those dimensions. This day, Thai Amavasya is very significant for that. So that is why this karma and the way of impacting, this culture has deeply invested in this because we saw that our responsibility for a life is not over with the end of the body. Especially those of you who find your body is not integrated enough, constantly it's troubling you. Such people should walk barefoot. It'll be nice if you can crawl. More contact, I mean. This is why you prostrate. What do you think is the purpose of taking a dip in the temple pond and going and prostrating inside? That everything in your body comes in touch. This is what Sashtang means, that the key points in your body must be in touch with the earth. For one who is on a spiritual sadhana, particularly on those days, Shivaratri, Amavasya and the next day after that, those 3 days, what is available on the planet is phenomenal. And it's also a reminder for you to intensify your sadhana on that day, not missing the opportunity of what is there. So on that day, walking barefoot. Every day there is benefit, but on those days there is a particular kind of benefit. We will provide this substance to you, which is being called as Thaai Mann, which means the Mother Earth. This is a mixture of 5 different aspects. Nearly 50% is soil. There is some amount of green gram flour. There is what is called as organic camphor, and there is a little bit of soap nut powder, and there is one more herb in that. All together, you can apply this. If you have the time, the best way to do it is apply it to your entire body. Do your practice and then shower without soap, because this will act as soap because it has soap nut powder and other aspects to it. It'll leave a mild sense of camphor on the body. It is very healing in various ways. It opens up the pores of your skin. If you do this at least for 2 to 3 hours, do not apply any cream or oil or anything, because the body has to breathe. Breathing is not just through your nostrils. Every pore in the skin has to breathe. The more it breathes, the more it's connected to everything around you, and your energetic body will develop well if you allow the body to breathe. You must understand this. If you put any harsh chemical on the thing, by natural resistance, the pores will close. This is what is happening when you apply soap. It is closing. Well, if it is necessary, your body is in a certain condition, you want to use soap, it's all right. It's not you have to be puritanical like that, but generally being conscious that applying anything sticky or oily also blocks the pores. Applying any kind of chemical, naturally the body cringes and closes. It'll open after some time, but it'll close at that time. Especially if you're showering with cold water, body should open up, body should receive the water. You have only a certain amount of time for your sadhana, then the places that you need to apply is the soles of your feet, very important, and your palm, around the navel, anahata, where the ribcage meets, pit of the throat or the entire throat, and forehead, just here you can apply, or you can apply the whole thing, or you can apply for your whole face if you wish. But it's all a question of convenience. You may be working and you may be seeing people with your face full of mud. It may not be practical, you can just keep it like this, like how vibhuti is kept like that, you can just apply. According to your convenience, you do it, but there is no harm in applying it at least once a month or once a week or whatever it allows, entire body, and doing that. If you keep at least one day in the cycle of the moon, that is, one during Amavasya to Paurnami and one during Paurnami to Amavasya, that means every 14 to 15 days, if you keep one day where you apply head to toe, spend 2–3 hours doing this, in terms of health and well-being, there will be immense benefits one can clearly see.